what I hate most in the world? When you literally recorded an entire batch of videos and it wasn't until you went to edit them that you realized that they were all out of focus. I wasted literally 2 hours of my life on Friday. Hey guys, it's Amy here, back again with another video. When it comes to authors putting themselves out there on social media, their main objective is to get people to buy their books. But how do we do that? Because the difference between a follower and a loyal follower of an author is buying their book, it can take a lot to get a stranger to become a loyal follower. They don't trust you. They are weary of you. So how do we keep their attention long enough to turn them from a follower into a customer? The answer, my friends, is capitalism. No, not quite. It's connected. It's free content. To explain why this works, here's a quote from Sam Decker, the executive of Clearhead. Content marketing is creating or curating non-product content, be it informal, educational, entertaining, etc., and pushing it to contact points with customers to get their attention, to focus on the topic around your solution and pull them closer to learning more about you. Simply put, free content is there to give a teaser or an idea about your books, and it's a way to get your audience to understand more about you. This will make reading your book less of a leap of faith and more like a bungee jump. Speaking of, let's get this piece of free content out into the world. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. I post new videos every weekend on writing, books, and digital content for authors. If you're looking for somebody to help you out with your own author platforms, I provide services to help you out on Fiverr, be it book trailers, promo pictures, and website audits. Just click the link in the description to book a gig with me, and I can do custom gigs as well if you desire. Just a little bit more to help you spread the word about your books. But let's look a little bit deeper in how making free content can help. We should already know that generating content and posting it online is the best way to get people to know about you and your books. If you don't know that, God help you. Content keeps you relevant and keeps your audience interested in you even long after your book has been published. Each word or picture that you put on the internet becomes promotional material no matter how big or small your following is. Someone starting it for the first time may not directly understand or even know what kinds of content are effective. But the root of it is not so much the content itself. It's more so what you're saying in your content. You need to be able to communicate your message effectively with the content that you produce. The message will primarily be your books, but other messages can help you out that surround your book. It could be themes that are in your book, something you studied to connect to your book. Even similar books to the ones that you write yourself. For instance, because I'm a feminist and I write strong female characters, over on my TikTok I call out people who won't do that. And I also have a couple of videos coming up on that. Hint hint. So if your content is out there just for the sake of making content, it's going to be weak. Another weakness can be if the majority of your content is premium. Have you ever heard of the term paywall? A paywall is a hindrance in which to access something deemed crucial, you have to pay for it. This is often used with something that is first explained to be free when you get it, but then it ends up being paid once you're not even an eighth of the way through it, using it. Sometimes they don't even warn you. Furthermore, if they do warn you that a service will be paid, not everyone will be willing to pay for it. This is because payment is an act of loyalty from a stranger. It is not easy to come by. Simply put, a person would rather get something smaller for free than something big and pay for it. Capitalism. I'm not saying have all of your content be free though, because then you're not going to be making any money. We're running businesses as writers. Free content can be instead used as breadcrumbs towards your paid content. Ideally, it would be your books. So, when you do make this content, there is one thing that you must do. Your free content will reflect what you make when it is paid. So if you have very bad free content, people are automatically going to assume that your paid content will be of equal value. This can sometimes feel really deteriorating to put so much work into something that's not going to gain you back any revenue. The best way that you can get over this is to do this in ways that you love and enjoy. For instance, I have studied and had a lot of fun doing video editing, so video is the main way that I get my messages across on my platforms. As long as you don't have it take over your life and you focus on that side of things more than your paid content. I got bills! I gotta pay! There are plenty of softwares and free resources that you can use to help create your content easier. This can even include putting your content on multiple platforms with the same messages. It makes that job easier and it puts less weight onto your shoulders. Oh yeah, this is probably a good point to touch on. There are plenty of ways that you can create free content. You're watching some now. That's right, social media is a prime example of free content. The audience can come to you if you work the algorithms right and bring in the right users. Blogs are another great way to do this, as it gets people coming back to your website on a regular basis, where if you have set up your website in the right way, they will find your books too. Email newsletters are considered one of the best forms of content out there because it gets them right in the personal bubble of the user. That sounded wrong. You could also do free booklets, short stories, snippets, character arcs, and way more. There's probably a bunch of stuff out there that you can do. I don't know them all, I'm not the internet. But the key to this is to know what you're communicating and communicate it with every single message. If you got that, you got everything sorted to creating free content and building your audience into a readership. And that's free content for you. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new around here. You can ring that bell to find out when I post more creative content. If you've been watching long enough, then you should probably check out my book as well, ASTER'S CODA Exposure, a YA fantasy in which Abby Tacker learns about the three worlds and her place in it in the midst of an otherworldly blood feud. And be sure to check in the description for my Instagram, my TikTok, my Fiverr, and my website. Stay creative, everybody, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.